Hi, this is your Income Acceleration Mentor, Wendy Y. Bailey, with today's episode of Business Beyond Limits Every Day. It's a video blog series that I've been talking this week about selling and sales. So, today I want to talk about sales conversations because I'm very clear that sometimes the words just get in the way. So, as you're thinking about stepping into a selling conversation, there are some things I want you to consider next time you know you're in a selling conversation. And before I go too far, let me just say that every conversation you have with a potential client is a selling conversation. Every conversation you have with a potential client is a selling conversation. So don't ever feel like you're just having conversation for the sake of having conversation. Be very intentional about the conversation, what it means. So the words not getting in the way looks like you expressing interest in what the other person is saying. It's your way of actually kind of ferreting out whether they're your most ideal client or not. You get to hear someone talk about themselves. You get to engage in a conversation where you're supportive. You get to hear what's really going on and some of the challenges that potential client is really facing in her business or in her life. So that's the first part. Know that every conversation with a potential client is always a sales conversation. Okay, part two, make sure that as you are in this selling conversation that you are listening more than you are speaking. Boy, I got to tell you, listening is a huge way to build rapport with anyone in any relationship. So just imagine that you're listening to your most ideal client and she's talking about what's happening in her world and she's sharing what she loves and what she doesn't love and who she's connected with and all of that kind of stuff. You learn so much more about what's happening by listening. So listening is part two. Part three of understanding the words, the right words, is making sure that you are of service. Service, support, caring, concern. It's always about being in a space of compassion in the conversation. So, words you're going to use when you're in that space of compassion are really designed to support. They're designed to serve. They're designed to show that potential client the depths that you will go to care, to be concerned. Now, let me caution you as I'm saying this. I'm not saying be phony. I'm saying be really genuine about your care and concern. Be really sincere about your support and your service. I like to use a couple of phrases no matter who I'm speaking with because I just never know. Is there anything I can do to support you? In closing, sometimes I say, let me know if I can do anything to support you. Yeah, very simple language, but it's genuine and it lets people know that I really care. And some people have come back and said, I thought about what you said, and I think that I want to talk with you about hiring you. I want to talk to you and learn more about your coaching. I want a discovery session with you. It's all about stepping into any and every conversation with a potential client, understanding that you're caring, you're compassionate, you're extending your service and support, and the words come naturally when you're in that space. This has been today's Business Beyond Limits Everyday video blog post. I'm your Income Acceleration Mentor, Wendy Y. Bailey, and I'll see you for another episode tomorrow. Take care. See you then.